Hey guys, how you doing? Minasan konnichiwa. My name is Lisa and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be reacting to Kaguya-sama Love is War episode 12, the final episode of this season. I think this episode will be completely focusing on the firework festival. That's something they've been talking about these past few episodes. Yeah, the previous episode was very interesting. It was like very different from all the other episodes we've seen so far, in my opinion. But I think in this episode we'll see all the characters back together again, and I'm just so ready to see all these interactions again and seeing them all being themselves. And maybe we'll even see a little bit of like a development in the relationship between Kaguya and Shirogane. That would be great. Of course, after this episode, I'll also be continuing with Season 2, and I've heard from a lot of people that Season 2 is gonna get even better, so I'm very looking forward to that as well. But before that, we'll be watching episode 12. I'm very excited to see how this season finale is gonna be. So yeah, without further ado, let's just right into the episode, so let's go! Alright, I'm ready, so I'm gonna start the episode in 3, 2, 1, go. Allow me, mister, oh mister. This is the last time we'll get to hear this opening. I'm gonna miss this one. Like, I like openings to which I can sing along, you know? Allow me, mister, oh mister. Love is war. Here we go. I can't hear the fireworks. Sorry. Oh, she looks so cute in the yukata. Right, she wanted to see the fireworks as well. Ah! He looks so cute. Is he gonna wear the school uniform to the firework festival? Still waiting? What? Yeah, we saw a little bit of her backstory, or like her whole family situation. Oh, that's so sad. Like, she was so looking forward to it. Oh no, the fireworks already started. Oh. What was that? Oh. Oh. She said that on her Twitter. Oh no, was that Hayasaka who put that? Oh. True, but that's not the point. Mm-hmm. She's making a whole theater out of it. What? She's gone. This Hayasaka. Yeah, okay. Yeah, of course. He can see the difference. Don't lose hope. Everything will be fine. No, they just missed each other. No, no, they just missed each other. Wow, this soundtrack really reminds me of like old school romance anime. Don't fall. No. No, that's already ended. Oh. Yes. Chica. Oh. There, poof. Oh my god. Oh. Who's this badass drive? Yes. Oh. Oh my god, look at all of their faces. Yeah. I guess that's how it is to watch fireworks with someone you love. Oh, but that was it. Okay, they just watched the fireworks from the taxi. It's also nice. They at least made it on time. That was way too fast for me to read, but okay, he did a lot. Ita! He was very cool. What is this? Oh no. No. No, no. Shocked. She's probably just embarrassed herself. See? I knew it. However, why? Like, nice, that comparison. That's just so random. No, he has no idea what's going on. No. No. I wanted to see more from him. Shut down as well. Yes. Recovers. No, 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 no. Oh, no. No, that was it. Those two. Hayasaka. She's truly the MVP of this episode. Still running. Oh, they're showing bits of like the last 12 episodes from the beginning. Alright, that was it. Alright, so that was the finale of the first season of Kaguya-sama Love is War. And yeah, the finale was different from what I had imagined. I just thought that they would have this really wholesome moment, that they would get to experience the firework festival with all of them. But yeah, it went really differently because of the fact that Kaguya wasn't allowed to go outside. So she had to sneak outside. And then all of these things happened, which made her miss the firework festival there. But then Shirogane found her. They went with Ishigami and Chika to another firework festival, which was still ongoing. And we met that really badass driver. Oh my god, that was amazing. And then they all watched the fireworks together from the taxi, and that was like the firework moment. So yeah, it was really short, but it was really sweet. And then we sort of had the aftermath of that, so everyone went back to school again, and then we again had those awkward tensions between Kaguya and Shirogane. Like, we were just going back to the beginning, how everything used to be, and that was also very funny. But to be honest, like, I was expecting a bit more, also, like, more involvement from the side characters. I don't know, I just hope to see, like, a bit more Ishigami moments, because he only had, like, little screen time in this episode, but everything he said was so on point. I still love him, and I just hope that he gets, like, a little bit more attention and focus in the next season. Yeah, that's just my personal opinion, because I love him so much. But also Chika herself, she didn't have a lot of screen time in this episode either. And also in the final part, she was there, and she mixed things up a little bit, but that was kind of it, you know? It wasn't like her being there changed a lot, you know what I mean? Like she usually does. But yeah, still, it was a really sweet ending. It was also like so sad in the beginning how Kaguya wasn't allowed to go outside. It really showed her family circumstances as well. So I really felt bad for her, but thanks to Hayasaka, she could escape. Hayasaka in this episode was the best, you know? She really knows Kaguya the best, and she really knows how to act to be able to cheer up Kaguya, you know? She was like being so theatrical and actually saying what possibly is true, but she was like really acting in a way to make Kaguya feel better. And I'm also sure that she was the one who sent those tweets for Shirogane to see. I think it was her. And then eventually taking Kaguya's place so she could escape. Yeah, she was truly the MVP of this episode. So yeah, this episode went kind of different from what I expected, but it was still very enjoyable. So this season overall, I really enjoyed it. There were some really great moments. Like every episode had like 3 different scenes. And in the beginning of the season, every one of them were really separate from each other. But later on, we really saw how those scenes started to connect with one another. So that made it a lot more enjoyable as well. Also, the fact that we got introduced to new characters also brought more diversity into the show. And in my opinion, they could have introduced Ishigami a lot faster. You know, like just seeing him in the opening and just like seeing little hints from him made me like so curious to get to know him. And then eventually when he got introduced, he turned out to be hilarious. I'm like, yes, I was so happy, but at the same time I wish I got to know him faster. So that's also one of the reasons why I wish to see him more in season 2. So yeah, this season overall was just very enjoyable. It's not like a real plot line, so I cannot really say much about the story itself. If I had to point out something that resembles a plot, then it would be like the development in a relationship between Kaguya and Shirogane. But I would say that was almost non-existent. If I look back, like how they had some really sweet moments, but has there really been a development? Not really. Like also what we saw at the end, they almost went back to square one, you know? Like they just went back to how it used to be. Which on one hand is kind of unfortunate, you know? Like this whole show was just so happy and funny, but if you think of it as one story, there wasn't a lot of development, which is a little bit unfortunate. We also didn't get to know the characters really on like a deeper level, you know? We know all these characters on the surface level, we know a little bit of their backstory, we know like the family circumstances of each one of the characters, but that's all like very surface level, and it has always stayed on the surface level. There was this one episode, episode 9 or 10, in which they went a little bit more deeply into the backstory of Ishigami or Kaguya, which made me very hopeful to see a lot more of that. But they actually left it at that, so I have a feeling they'll go more deeply into that in the next season. So that's something I'm very looking forward to. But at the same time, I wish they would show more of that in this season. And I also hope to see a bit more development in not just the relationship between Kaguya and Shirogane, but also like in the dynamics between those two and the other side characters. So in general, this show was so funny, it was so great, but it felt like we've only scratched like the surface of this show. There's so much more to discover. It still has like so much potential. So if they really focus on these potentials, I think season 2 can be like so much better. And I think it will be a lot better. At least that's what I heard from a lot of people. So I'm very excited to watch it. But when I'm talking about this season, that's just something I felt was a bit lacking or that could have used a lot more focus. But one thing I thought was done very well are the side characters, especially Chika and Ishigami. I think the side characters in this show really brought the show to a higher level. Like, if Chika and Ishigami weren't there, I'm mainly focusing on those two, but if they weren't there as side characters, the show would have been so bland. If the whole focus would be on Kaguya and Shirogane, after a while you would feel like you've seen everything. But just the inclusion of Chika and Ishigami, it really brought up like so much spice into the show. I feel like it just made it a lot more enjoyable. And that's what side characters are really supposed to do, in my opinion. That's something that doesn't really work in a lot of shows, or it doesn't really come out as much. But in this show, you could really see that thanks to side characters, the show as a whole could shine a lot more. And I think they've done so well on that. Because like I said, the show itself is actually quite simple. Also when you talk about the animation, it's all very simplistic. Like, there's no action. You don't really see a lot of like the environment, like, because most of the scenes played at school, like within the council room. So like the animation itself is very simple, which kind of makes sense because that's not the focus of the show. It's really more about dialogue and interactions and the conversations. So that's also what needs to be good to make the show good. And I think like a lot of scenarios were so funny or sweet. So I think they did well. But as I said, I'm just so looking forward to the second season and see how things are gonna change, how the relationship of Kaguya and Shirogane is gonna develop even further, and not just of the two of them, but also between them and the other side characters. And I hope to get to know them on a more deeper level as well. So there are a lot of things I look forward to in season 2. But that was my reaction to this episode 12 and the first season of Kaguya-sama Loves War. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you can see my other reaction videos, if you check out my channel and subscribe. And if you cannot wait to see my reaction next season, you can already find it on my Patreon. So if you're interested, please go check it out. You can find the link in the description box below. But in any case, thank you all for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.